Hey guys. Well, nothing. Saturday afternoon. And for those of you who haven't seen my last reaction opinion-based videos, I looked at it and it looks like I got a lot of dislikes, far more than I have likes, which I don't care. But this video is gonna be in regards to, I guess, trolls, haters, negative, just towards negative people who like to talk a lot of smack, talk a lot of bullshit. So I'm just gonna go through a few of these, just because, well, because I'm able to. One of these that I'm gonna go over, and this is gonna be a guy that looks like someone who. I'll just put it like this. I'm gonna read I'll read these comments out, and some of these are some will be neutral good, some of these will be really, really terrible. And honestly, I'm gonna just give you what I say. His videos, and some of these will have back and forth as well. His videos are fake. No, Jake L. Then another person, the MK Gaming, says no. Skull of Death replying to MK saying yes. Yes, they are fake. Alright. Then here's Lockdown. If you're going to put reaction in the title, you should fucking react to it. Fucking moron. Dude, my way of reaction also involves discussion and giving my opinion. And the reason I put reaction is because I'd already watched it. The video that I had put this to. MK Gaming says, Lotodrendel, get a life. Dude, I've got one. I don't waste it trolling people and talking smack. Then, alright, here we go. MC Digital. Haha, you are a cunt, faggot, get a life. Like I said, I got one. I don't go around calling people names and treating people like dirt. Blake Garvey. They're great actors, but Jesse is a fucking asshole to his dad. There is some truth to that. Now, this is going to be an individual that I will directly address. Ray T. You have no idea what their true relationship is. Learn to spell, by the way. Not even me. We only know what's on camera, so analyzing what he did was wrong is short-sighted. I'll tell you right now what you're saying is short-sighted. Here's why. When I said Jesse had done all the shit that he did was wrong, I'll tell you what I mean. The ones that put his father on blast, saying that asking what he thought of asking his dad what his dad thinks of being called a psycho and a bad father. Would you allow a question like that to go through? I sure as fuck wouldn't. If I want to make something between me and an estranged parent, a parent that I have issues with, if I want to make the issues subside, I don't directly put a parent on blast. Period. Then you continue. Just so you know, Jesse suffers from bipolar affective disorder, takes medicine, but I'm not a medical doctor nor an expert, and know very little. But have you ever thought maybe his disorder triggers on and off? How would you know he has bipolar? How do you know? Has he said it on camera? Unlikely. I assume he can't help at times to be cruel and rude. Dude, you have complete control of your own actions. Are you saying that if you were to kill somebody, that if McJuggernuggets were to kill his father, that he couldn't help it? Or if he killed his brother, or his girlfriend, because it triggers on and off. That's, dude, but for his dad, especially his brother, to aggravate his disorder. How do you know? Like I said, yeah, he suffered a brain injury. He's touched base on this. Is a bit unfair and disgusting. I will agree that yes, his brother does rag on him a lot. I've mentioned in videos that if this shit is real, the going back and forth between McJuggernuggets and Big Brother, if that shit is real, I don't care who you frickin' are. This is a messed up family. There is a way of handling his kind of behavior, and the way his father talks to him aggressively just makes matters worse. Jesse doesn't help anything, Ray T. The Q&A is proof enough. Among others. So you tell me who's not being respectful for something that Jesse has no control over and can't make it magically disappear. Okay, dude, I'm sure he has something. And no, it can't disappear. But you should know by now, if you got something, you should have things in place to help you keep it under control. Whether it's anger issues or bipolar, which I don't think he has. Personally, I had a former friend. Actually, one of my ex-girlfriend's closest friend, or formerly, has bipolar. Officially diagnosed. She doesn't act like this. Yeah, she gets snappy. Don't we all? We all have our days. For you to put bipolar as him being the way he is, goes to show what you truly know. His dad has common sense and aware. Yeah, a brain injury. Hello? But continues, learn to spell and use grammar, to ignore the fact that the way he speaks and treats him is only going to explode his emotions to all sorts of levels. Okay, I have to laugh at what you say. I have to let me guess, majority of people who bash Jesse, maybe even you, and tells him to grow the fuck up and he's rude and cruel and I think you meant to say unappreciative, don't have the slightest clue he suffers from bipolar. You don't know jack. I don't bash on him. I speak from a realistic point of view. If someone's pulling pranks on you, don't fucking prank them back. Jesse is adding fuel to the fire himself by, as he calls it, reactionary. Okay, if someone pranks me, yeah, I'd be pissed, but I don't retaliate. For instance, let's say his videos are real, okay? Let's say Jeffrey burned a couch, destroyed the sign, which honestly is too real to be faked. Let's say there was a chance of it being fake, but let's say it's real, okay? Does that warrant destroying a PS4? Maybe. But is it worth it? No. Period. The string of events that this family, that McJuggernuggets has done, and honestly, a lot of the shit he's brought on himself. For instance, I'll give you a good example. A Halloween prank that Jeffrey, his older brother, his father, and his friend Korn, who in his real name is Zach, they decide to pull a Halloween prank with a chainsaw and a bottle of ketchup. Okay? The chainsaw. The father made sure the blades were taken off. Jesse tries to pull that trick, except he forgets the blades are still on the chainsaw. The fact that he took the prank to heart, saying that everyone's against him, and tries to retaliate like that. Hell, just because he's grounded from games. Grounded from video games. Yet he plays them secretly, which led to a second Xbox 360 being tossed in the pool, a GBA SP, old school. I actually still have a GBA of my own. Here's the point. Have you guys, and Ray T, I'm putting you on notice for this as well. Have you ever thought that maybe the stuff that's happening is actually Jesse's fault? When you live in your parents' house, which I'm sure you do, There are rules. Your parents set rules that you have to follow, even if they flat out suck. I should know. I lived with my parents until I was almost 20 years old. Then I moved out to where I am now. And honestly, no matter where you go, there are rules. There are regulations. There are things that you have to follow. There's no such thing as no rules. Now, do I say he's rude and cruel and unappreciative? McJuggernuggets acts like that from time to time. Am I saying that's how he is as a person? No. But the first impression, some people will say that he is. Have you looked at all of his videos? Do you see all thumbs up? Or do you see some thumbs down? His videos have thumbs down on it. People don't like it. Because people feel that he himself is a part of the problem. That he acts unappreciative, rude, cruel. Honestly, the whole family, Jeffrey needs to grow up. I mean, seriously, he acts like a child as well. I'm not bashing on Jesse, as you would say, Ray T. The whole family has issues. If this shit is real, and honestly, some say it's fake, and yes, some of it has been fake. There have been fake videos. But for you to say that he has bipolar affective disorder, how do you know? As you said, you're not a medical doctor or any type of expert. So you don't know. I don't know what he has. He talked about suffering a head injury during his college days. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. We're no doctors. But the fact remains, he does have a temper. He does talk back. Just like his brother. All his father wants is some respect. Beast Alex says, "You're gay." Although later on, he says, "Only joking." Beast Alex, you're under no heat. Don't worry about that. Although, okay. He did give replies though. Kobo Cobington says to Beast Alex, "So what if he gay?" Matthew Byrne, "Yeah, nearly all the world happen to be gay, and you just say to one responsible adult." Matthew, I'm guessing you are referring to me as the responsible adult. If that's the case, thank you. Or if not, who knows? Kobo says, "LOL, not nearly all the world, most are straight." Kobo then says to me, "Stop trying to get famous of Jesse. Off Jesse. Get your spelling correct." And I don't look for fame. I don't give two flying shits. I don't care. If I become famous for my own videos, that's all well and good. I put up these McJuggerNugget-based videos because my subscribers or other people who have watched some of my videos and liked them, or even if they didn't like them, they've asked me to do these videos. And I choose to do it because they want me to do it, whether you like it or not. I don't give a flying rat's ass about you haters. Yeah, YouTube is a very volatile place. I knew this. I knew that when I started doing these videos. Martin2345 says to me, "Jesse is a fucking cowardly pussy. He acts like the victim and says he does nothing. He's a joke." And I replied saying, "I'm well aware. I've been pointing this out in a lot of my videos, have said before, while some people will say that he's a victim, my issue with McJuggernuggets, as I have mentioned before, is that he makes it look like he's done nothing, when the truth is, and I'm explaining this piece, because I'm not going to say my comment word for word, many people, including myself, know he's brought a lot of it on himself, regardless of what everyone else says. Whether the videos are real and fake, it's entertainment. However, if it is real, as I've stated before, it's a fucked up family. And I feel that he's the biggest part because he retaliates. He fights verbally. He backtalks his own father. Okay, I'll tell you what in regards to that backtalk. He wanted things to be good between him and his dad. Asked his dad to participate in a video. And he does. His dad agrees to it. He didn't have to. He agrees to do it. Now, whether it's because of the extra $25 or of his own volition, whether it was because he was paid to do it or whether he just chose, that's for me and you, we can debate. Only Psycho Dad knows why he chose to do it. Now, back to that video that I did the reaction to. And McJuggernuggets had posted an update about it. Jesse admitted that he fucked up. He admits that he messed up for some of those questions that he should not have allowed to be put in the video. Yet he allowed it because he thought he was driving a point. He, as in Jesse, needs to grow up. Look, doing videos is all well and good, and if it becomes his job, good for him. It's his life. But he can't continuously disrespect his own father, who's allowing him to stay in his house. Jeffrey, on the other hand, is a whole nother issue. Jeffrey likes to prank Jesse, whether it's because of the sibling rivalry that's between the two. Jeffrey knows the answer, but Jesse could have chose to be the bigger person and do nothing and not react. Sure, maybe Jeffrey would keep going, but most cases than not, you stop retaliating. If you stop throwing fuel to that fire, the other side of the issue, Jeffrey would run out of any type of ammo to use. Meaning, if he keeps pranking Jesse and Jesse was to just ignore and leave it alone, Jeffrey would eventually get bored of trying to prank to get a reaction. Period. But we know that's not going to happen. That's why I'm saying that while Jesse may not start the issues between himself and his brother, the fact that he retaliates, he's throwing gasoline on that fire. And for you haters, or as a YouTube user, Thrash Metal Guru, has said, bad juggies who likes to bash and be rude to people just because people, whether it's myself or others, are talking from a realistic point of view, and that insults you because it's regarding your hero McJuggernuggets. If you don't like it, then just press the X button. You don't have to watch it. No one's forcing you to watch any of the videos that, whether I put them out, McJuggernuggets puts them out, Angry Joe Show, Big Brother, it don't matter. No one forces you to watch a video. You choose to hit the link. You choose to watch it. No one's put a gun to your head and forcing you. Fact of life. And for those of you who have mentioned rude things or are accusatory, like Kobo Cobington, so telling me to try to get famous when I really don't give a fuck. You got nothing nice to say, and the same goes to Ray T. You guys got nothing nice to say, then shut the fuck up and don't comment at all. You got nothing nice to say, you can say nothing. I don't mind constructive criticism, but what you guys did is pure bullshit. I'm not fazed by it because I really don't give a fuck. But if you got nothing nice to say or constructive, leave YouTube. Just don't come back. Don't say anything. Just hit the X on the corner of your browser or of your tab and don't watch it. That's simple. Because all you guys do, you guys aren't discouraging me from making videos. You're actually putting more fuel in my fire. And I'm loving it. And I could care less whether you haters bad juggies, bad brudas, those of you whoever put these people on a pedestal and worship him as your hero, you guys can put me on blast all you want. You're not going to stop me. The reason I put the videos up of these reactions / discussions, opinions, is because I am being asked to do so. Sometimes my videos can favor McJuggernuggets. Sometimes they don't. I'm talking from a standpoint that is not favoring, not disfavoring. I'm on neutral, and I could care less. I'm subscribed to McJuggernuggets for entertainment. Big Brother, same reason. Larry's Lounge, same reason. Angry Joe Show, Alpha Omega Sin, Boogie 2988. All the YouTube users that I've subscribed to, I don't know them personally. I don't need to. It's entertainment only. With very few exceptions, like Angry Joe Show, who's done movie reviews, game reviews, and others. Although, there's one other user that I'm not really going to put on blast, but I am going to address you. Jason Mason saying, a guy looking down his shitty camera talking for 13 minutes with this annoying sound screeching in the background, unedited, shit out intro and outro, with the thought of getting famous, depressing. Dude, what you say doesn't faze me either. As for the screeching noise in the background, I'd mentioned before, I don't know what it came from. I have guesses. I have a thought as to what it was. My thinking is it was probably the fan up there. I stopped running it, and when I put this video up and watch it, we'll know if it's that. If it's not that, it's probably the computer. The shitty camera is my laptop's cam. I have no control of how it looks, while I wish I could. Unedited. I don't like to edit. And even then, I don't really know how to completely edit these. I'm no computer geek. I have a life of my own. I work 20 to 30 hours a week. I don't have to do this, but I do it just because it's what I do on my downtime, when I have nothing else to do. I don't want to be famous on YouTube because YouTube can be full of pricks. There are very few exceptions of people who even try to get famous. And that PewDiePie disabled comments to his YouTube channel because of all the negativity, the things that you guys do. From Jason Mason, MC Digital, Ray T, you guys are such examples. He got sick and tired of it, so he disabled it. Why? Who knows? Who cares? The fact remains, people like you can drive famous users, PewDiePie, Angry Joe Show, Boogie 2988, Alpha Omega Sin, McJuggernuggets, and others. Whether you like it or not, some of the people that you guys may like could go into obscurity because of things like this. And I don't blame them for that. Simply because it's people like you. And also, Ketty Rosso is calling me stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I'm realistic. I think about things from a realistic point of view. I don't care what you think. You can keep putting down, but you can keep thumbs downing all you want, and throw out your insults. You don't faze me. I don't care. Sleep on that for the next 20 years. So, with that being said, that takes care of my little rant of sorts, addressing these users and re-emphasizing my point. So, for those of you who liked what I've had to say on the previous video, thank you. For those of you who look from the same standpoint that I have, thank you. Those of you who try to defend your hero, saying that he hasn't done anything wrong, you don't know jack shit. A lot of stuff he is provoking. Go through all of McJuggernugget's videos of the Psycho series. His survival series. Or as he says, thrival. During his Eagles landing. That's simple, guys. He is part of the problem. Because he doesn't make any sort of logical solution. If he wants things to be better between him and his dad, he could cut the bullcrap. Unless you guys think like him and want to make and piss off your parents like he does, if you really do that as well, then you guys are sick, twisted son of a bitches. It's that painful and it's that real. It's the truth. If you guys don't like the truth doesn't like you. Reality is the coldest truth of all. It's that simple. Peace out.